So what's up, YouTube? This is my Boston Comic Con haul. This is all the stuff I dropped off to CBCS to get graded back in beginning of August. They officially received it August 11th, but they got them in the beginning of August, more like August 3rd or something like that. But so they basically had them since then. I just got them back today. Which is what, August, September, October, November, December, 4 months. Little over 4 months, actually. Yeah, probably about, what's that, 16, 17, 18 weeks. Not too great. And I can tell you, whatever, I finally got them, though, and I'm happy to get them. However, when I picked up the boxes, because I had them dropped off to the Walgreens, and because no one's going to be home to get them today, to sign for them, I disappointed right away again. Comes in these two boxes, and they're both crushed, and right away I knew that they weren't packaged very well when I saw how the boxes were crushed a little bit. And sure enough, when I opened them, I haven't looked at the books yet, but I opened it up to make sure that the things were see how they were packaged. This is what I got. Now, this is I paid over $1,200 for this stuff, get these books graded and everything. So this is how they came. Wrapped up in just stacked 24 books, I believe right here, or 20 something books stacked together in each box, right next to each other. Nothing separating them, just packed together, tightly wrapped with bubble wrap. I mean, I can't even basically move them. And they had some peanuts thrown in between them. Not even a lot of peanuts either. I was just reading a feed. I do like CBCS. I gotta say, I've used them for a long time now, and I like the people that work there. But this is just ridiculous, and the prices are a lot better with them than CGC. However, it might be worth going to CGC again and until things get better at CBCS. So whatever, let's go through and see what I got in here. And I don't know, I'm looking at the cases on the side. I don't understand. I mean, you can't, for the amount of money I spent, you can't put them in those little boxes, the what's in the box ones. I could see if it was only a few books, but it had 47 books graded. I don't understand what's up. Some of these books are worth some money. I mean, I got some early Spider-Man here. I got early Spider-Man number 3, 4. I got, oh my god, I can't even get these out. They're so tightly packed in here. They're crushed. I'm wondering if there's going to be any cracked cases. Well, first book I get out is actually I was so happy to see that I got the grade on it. They don't even tape these down now? Jesus. Whatever. I don't know. But, I didn't think I was going to get this grade on here. I was hoping for at least a 9.6, but I got a 9.8. So, pretty awesome. I bought this at my local for $3. And like I said, I didn't think it was going to get a 9.8. But I guess it did. I mean, it is a really nice copy. I was just hoping for a 9.6, but the 9.8 is really blows me away that I got that. I wasn't expecting it for some reason. Happy to get that. That's probably one of the higher value books in here now at the 9.8. Okay, and this one I was happy about the grade. There are a few. Most of the grades I'm happy with, but there are a few that I'm a little bit unhappy with, and I'm not saying it's CBCS's fault, because it's not. It's just my own, not paying attention to some things. But I'll get to it. Strange Tales 126, 6.5, but that's good. I didn't pay much for this one. First appearance are Dormammu and Clea. So, pretty cool. This might be a little bit of a long video, guys, but it's a lot of good books in here. So it's worth watching. You know, I know sometimes you can get a little bored during the video and they skip ahead and stuff, but this is all randomized, and you know, I don't know what's coming out of the box as I pull it out. That's what comes out. So this one I'm happy with also. I can't remember how much I paid for this book. It was, I think it was like 125, something like that. I don't know. Maybe 100. You have to go back and look at my videos when I got it. But I got it signed by Neil Adams. I paid the $50 that he charges now for it. Ridiculous. But it's a Superman's ex-pal, new Jimmy Olsen. Number 134, first appearance of Darkseid cameo. And it's signed by Neil Adams down there. 7.5, I'm happy with that. Of course, I would love to have a near mint copy, but I ain't paying the prices that will cost for that book. You know, rather, if I was going to do that, I'd spend it on something else. This one I was actually pretty happy with. I bought it from Evan Leahy a while back. I think I paid him $300 for this. I think it was right around there, $300, $325, maybe $350, but I know it was in the $300 range. So I knew it was a low grade. I definitely knew that there's a piece out of the cover. So, but it came back at a 2.0. But it is what it is. Batman 121. This is the first appearance and origin of Mr. Zero. Later becomes Mr. Freeze. So there is a piece missing right there, which just drops the grade. But 2.0, I mean, for the price I paid, is pretty good in this book. This book is like crazy money. I think I saw a 3.0. It was like $1,200. I'm not sure if that's what it sells for. That's what someone's asking for. I think starting bid or something. Just flipping through people's, you know, eBay pages. So this one here, I was disappointed in. I didn't realize this is the first copy I gotten of this. I didn't do this, but it's my Showcase 30. 4.5 is great. However, it's conserved. It says for professional conservation includes cover reinforced, spine split sealed. So I don't know how that happened, but the book actually looks nice in the thing. But hey, it's conserved rather than conserved than restored. You know, it just sounds better. But hey, I really didn't pay much for this book at all. $100 and something bucks. So 4.5 even conserved. You know, I remember reading this one. This is the first copy. I do have another copy that's getting graded. So I don't think that one's as nice as this one. But hey, I'm going to probably keep both of them anyway. I'm an Aquaman fan. Just in case you don't know, that is Aquaman Stories Begin, Origin of Silver Age Aquaman, Aqualad appearance. And of course, Ramona Fredon is on this one. I didn't realize she did the art in this one. I knew she did Aquaman stuff. I didn't know she did the Showcase stuff. So that's Showcase 30. It's the first Silver Age Aquaman, basically. Now this is the story. This is what I'm going to tell you guys about. Yep. I sent this book to them, and it was in rough condition. But I had actually read this book. I had pulled it out, and I put it in a different bag when I was going to give it to them. No problems. So they email me and tell me, or call me, leave me a message saying there's a problem. Give us a call back. So they said that they pulled this book. I'll show it to you now. This is my All Stars Comics 24. I only paid $90 for this book, but it came back at 2.5, which should have been a little higher. And the reason it came back at 2.5 is right there. See that piece missing? That piece was not missing when I sent it in to them. So basically they called me and told me, oh, well, a piece fell off. The book is really brittle. I'm like, yeah, but there was no piece fell off when I was messing with it. I mean, you would think they'd be really careful with books. So they're like, do you want to grade it still? And I'm like, no, I don't want to grade it. Send it back to me, and I'll get a book back worse than I gave it to you, and not have a grade. So I had them graded anyway. Didn't say anything. They acted. I mean, it's not their fault, you know. That kind of pissed me off a little bit. I mean, I understand the book's brittle, but a 1-inch piece right off the book. I mean, and look at that. Look how straight that is too. It wasn't like that when I sent it to him. And like I said, I had messed with this, but 2.5 still for what I paid for it. It's not too bad for number 24. It's my earliest. Well, it might not be my earliest book. I don't know what my earliest book is now, but it's one of them. This one I was not too disappointed in, and I'm looking at it. First I was like, why did you get such a low grade? I thought it was a little higher, but looking at it, it's not. It's about the right grade, 5.0. So this is Death of Green Lantern, Amazing Spider-Man 122. This is a lower grade than my 121, which is a 7.5, something like that. So I'm going to have to try to get a nicer copy of that, though. Or maybe not. Who knows? I might be just happy with that. A lot of the good books are in here. Batman 139. This is the first appearance of Batgirl, Betty Kane, and Blue Bowman, formerly Signal Man. Batwoman cover and appearance. So it was a 4.0. Pretty good. I paid, I think, like $60 at my local. Maybe not even that. Maybe it was like 50. It wasn't. Oh, no, maybe not. Yeah, I think it was around that price. I can't remember. It wasn't really much. It was right around that price. So not bad. First appearance of Batgirl. Oh, you know, Betty Kane Batgirl, not the other one. What's her name? I have that one also, though. So this was very cool. Happy with the grade with this. Glad I bought it. Cause I think I got a pretty good deal on this one. And this is signed by Neil Adams, and it's Batman 227, 7.5. I really like the gold. That's why I had him sign. I'm signing everything in gold. So you can see the signature there. 7.5. Detective Comics 31 cover swipe, classic cover, letters page renamed Letters to the Batman. So pretty cool. Very cool. I'm happy with the grade. Some of the grades I am really happy with. You know, all the good books are in this box. That is strange. It's not even a Mylar in this one. All the other ones are Mylar. This is just a plain poly bag. But this is my Mary Marvel Comics number 1. 3.0. Not bad. Pretty good. I'm very happy with that. First Mary Marvel in their own title. Sivana appearance and Captain Marvel on cover. That's Captain Marvel right there. Pretty good. Not bad. Very happy with the 3.0 on that one. Yeah, all the good books are in here. This is another one. I really love this cover, and I thought it was in good condition. I paid not too much for this, probably around a $60 range. I'm not really sure about this because I bought this stuff a while ago. I don't remember. But if you're curious how much I did pay for it, you can go back in my videos and you can probably find it somewhere. But this is Fire Hero Comics number 1. This is from 1948. This is the origin of Fire Hair. I do have number 2 of this also. 5.5 though. Nice. For a Golden Age book. 1948. These I'm so surprised with. I gotta tell you, I have a copy of this already that I had graded a while back and came back trimmed. I bought another one, and I thought it was trimmed too, so I bought a third one. So I got these 2 graded, and both of them came back A-okay. So I don't know what happened. I thought I made a mistake and it's so, because I did sell one, and I thought I sold the good one. Maybe I must have sold the trimmed one by accident. But this is also a plastic poly bag, not Mylar. This is a Silver Surfer number 1, 4.5. So I have 3 copies of this, and I'll show you the next one. Well, yep, they put it right next to each other. I figured they would. Yeah, these are all poly bags. So this one's a little bit better. This is a 5.5. So I'll probably sell the other 2. See what I can get for them. Make some money back. But they both came back a-okay, which is good. This is the one I thought could have been trimmed because I wasn't sure about this edge. It just looked a little off to me, but I guess it wasn't. I'm a little cockeyed sometimes. Very cool one on this one also. Happy with the grade. I paid, I think, $80 for this one at a con. So this is Strange Adventures 180. First appearance and origin of Animal Man, Buddy Baker. 5.5. Not bad. Pretty cool. I was just looking to see who had worked on this one. This one a little disappointing in grade, but I'm not too disappointed because I had this book for a while, and it wasn't perfect. I paid barely anything for it, like $10, I think. But it was signed by Tony Moore, and it's Venom number 1, the Rick Remender series. Very cool 9.0 though, but still that's very cool with me. I don't mind a 9.0 on this, especially knowing how much I paid for it. And I knew it wasn't in perfect condition. So now this one here is another Venom cover. This is from the 2017. This is a blank variant. So this is one of my original arts I had done, and I had this done by Ryan Stegman. Going through to see who had availability the last day of the con at the Boston Con, and basically he said he would do it. It was only like $100, I think. But I mean, it's not great, but yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. 9.8 Venom cover by Stegman. So I think it was 100. No, you know what? I think it was like $60 actually. I'll have to go back and look because I remember. I think I said how much I paid for it on one of my videos. I think it was like $60 actually. It's right. It wasn't that much. It wasn't $100. I know Buzz charges $100. I know I didn't pay $100 for that. This is very cool. I was hoping for a 9.8, but 9.6 is just fine with me. I know with things like this, sometimes I could probably send this back and maybe get a 9.8, get it regraded. You never know. Maybe not. I don't know. Sometimes there is something that you just can't fix. They did say it had a tick on the spine, but it didn't break color, so I don't know if you can get that fixed if I pressed it or not. But because of the cover, the way the cover is done, it might not be able to fix it. But this is Venom Lethal Protector number 1, the gold foil variant, and it's a 9.6. The next one I'm going for is going to be the black variant. That's an expensive one though. Mark Bagley, Sam De La Rosa. I didn't know he did anything with this book. Al Milgrom. Could have had Mark Bagley sign this. He's coming to one of the cons. I think the East Coast Comic Con I might go to in April. This one I was disappointed in. I was disappointed in the grade. And I know it's not, I mean, I'm not saying it's CBCS. This is not blaming CBCS, but could possibly be. I don't really see. He said something on the back cover. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the grader's notes. Because I don't really see why it got such a low grade. But this is the Vampirella number 1. This is the DeComixado exclusive variant. This is signed by Adam Hughes. Came back at 9.2. I don't know why it got that low of grade. I'm going to have to look. I thought it said something about bends on the back cover or something. I just don't see anything. I'm going to have to look. But it's still cool to have. It's a pretty rare comic, I guess. I think it's like the Mexican like variant, I guess you would call it. This one's cool. This is signed by David Finch and Meredith Finch. This is Rose #1. Of course, the David Finch cover. Signed by both of them, 9.8. So, pretty cool. I just noticed they signed both in black, but I wish they would have signed a different color. Sometimes I get so caught up. His line was really, really long, and I waited forever in line for him. I had to go back again the next day to get other books signed that I didn't have at the moment. And just like, sometimes I just get a signing, let's get moving. I don't pay attention. I carry my own markers with me too, but I forget about them sometimes because I'm standing there exhausted and I just get excited I'm at the front finally. But this one's, I'm happy with the grade on this because, of course I would like it to be a little bit higher, but I knew there were some issues with this one. I actually had 2 of them signed, but the second one I had signed I forgot to hand over to CBCS. So I handed it to them at the New York Comic Con to have graded there. I was a witness, so they allowed me to hand it in the second time. So, because they were both signed at the same time. I just some reason one didn't get in there. I don't know why. I can't remember what happened. But so this is Suicide Squad #1, first appearance of Voltaic, Death the Savant, and Pandora cameo. And it's signed by Ransom Getty. 9.4. Like I said, I have the second one. So I'll have to see how that one comes out, what grade that comes out at. Both signed by Ransom Getty, so. This one, just one that slipped by. Another one I'm starting to get a little collection of restored books. I have, if you include the trim books in there, which I guess you should, I have probably about five or six books now that have come up restored or trimmed. This one I was surprised because it's just a small amount of color touch on cover. That's basically what it is. It's just that's how you get me. I just whatever, So I did not pay much for this book at all, guys. So I'm not that big of a deal. But this is Superman 199, first Superman Flash race. So 4.5 restored color touch. It looks really nice, so it's not that big of a deal to me, really. Disappointed, of course, but I'm not going to run out and get another one. Yeah. Now these are kind of cool. There's only 3 of them in here. There's one more missing. This is a set. I want to keep this one aside so that I get the rest of the books. There's 4 books in this set. And there's 2 of them in here. One is the one I'm disappointed in. But this is I'll show you this one. This is the other Rose. I had this signed just by Meredith Finch because Peter Finch didn't work on this one. But I'm a little disappointed in the grade because it's a brand new book. Pulled it right out of the mystery box. This is Rose #1. This is the Image mystery box, or whatever you would call it. A 25th anniversary box variant. And it came back at 9.2. I'm looking. I am looking. Okay, yeah, there's a couple little creases on the back. Don't know if they break color, but I can see them. Okay, so, yeah. But hey, fine with me. That's the only copy of that one. I bought two of the 25th anniversary box. Second box, guys. We're halfway there. This actually has more books in it. I think like 2 more books in it or something like that. Or, no, 1 more book in it than the last one. Packaged the exact same way. Okay. Let's see what we got. Happy. Dreamwalker 0, 9.4. Awesome. Contains 4-page preview for Goon number 1. Pretty cool. Right, we're gonna have to start stacking these somewhere else. See what this one is. Okay, this one is, I'm not surprised about this because I knew, I just can look at it, but was kind of hoping it was a miscut, but it was been trimmed, they said. I don't know how they tell when one's been trimmed and one's been miscut, but I was not surprised about this. This is my ElfQuest Fantasy Quarterly. This is the first appearance of Cutter, Skywise, Scouter, Red Lance, Nightfall, Strongbow, Tree Stump, Pike, One Eye, Picknose, and Greymung. Top edge trimmed. How's that the top edge? Look at that. See, that's all I knew it was cut, but that's so off. Look at that. But they say the top edge has been trimmed. That's what it says, top edge trimmed. That's just stupid. You know what? It just, whatever. I know it's trimmed, but the top edge isn't trimmed. It's the right side or whatever it is, But this one here is a lot better. I sent 2 of them, and I did have 2. I think I might even have 3 now. I can't remember. No, I have 2. I was thinking about buying a 3rd one. I have Richard Penny is actually selling one for $100, and it's signed by him, obviously. But I would have to get it authenticated and stuff, unless I had him send it in. I'll have to see about that. And this one came back in 9.4. Very, very cool. Dave Sim art. What? Did not know that. Did anyone else know that? Cover art and story, Wendy Penny. Art, Dave Sim. Story, Richard Penny and T. Casey Brennan. I did not know Dave Sim worked on this. How much I know. Just bought some original artwork for Richard Penny from one of the ElfQuest series, New Blood. Watched one of my past video, I believe I showed in. Now back to the Mylars. This one I'm very happy with the 9.8. This is one of the Marvel Collectibles Classics. This is the X-Men number 4. 9.8. This is the second one I have. I have the Spider-Man number 1, or the Spider-Man 300 one. That's a pricey book. This one was like $60, so, and it came back at 9.8. So, well, you know what? I'm going to save that book for last, because it's a pretty rare book. Okay, I showed you guys a Dreamwalker. Now here goes the Goon number 1. First appearance of Spider. Of course, I don't think this is. Yeah, this is a different Goon. This isn't the Albatross. I think it is. This is the Dark Horse one, but still 9.6. Paid like $40, $50. So very cool. 9.6. Awesome. I'm happy with that grade. Believe me. What's this? Put a backing board in here. Look at this. Return to customer. They gave me the missing piece from that book. Why would they put it in a separate bag? What am I going to do with this? Put it in the case with it. Just line it up, and when you... That's just completely ridiculous. Why would you do that? Why would you even give it back to me? What am I going to do with it? That's just stupid. They take a chunk out of my book and then send it back to me. Okay, this is one of that series I was going to show you guys. Well, maybe I can show it to you now. Yep, okay. So this is the first book in this series. These are all signed by David Finch. So the first one, very happy. 9.8, Psylocke, the limited series, whatever. Wolverine, the hand appearance. So, Psylocke number 1, very cool. Psylocke number 2, 9.8, very cool. Awesome. I have like 3 of these sets. So, I'm going to have to get a couple of them redone. 9.2 for number 3. So, next time I see Finch, I'm going to have them get number 3 and also definitely number 4 redone. This is a 7.5. Said something about, this one did say creases on the back. Okay, I see it. A big crease right across the back right there. Okay. But hey, not really worth anything now with that grade. Maybe someone will be happy to have it. You know, I get my other ones regraded. Get my other one graded sometime. This one I'm very happy with the grade. I already have, I think, one of these graded at a 9.6 or 9.8, but it wasn't signed. This one's signed. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 8, signed by Mike Zeck, 9.8. Very happy with that. Very, very cool. I'm really surprised at 9.8. You know, for a book from 84 that I just bought randomly somewhere. I can't remember. I bought it at my local for like next to nothing. This one here, I am happy with the grade. I knew it was going to be a low grade. It is what it is, but this is a pretty significant book. At least I think it is. So this is Flash Comics 104. It's a 1.5. However, the cover was reattached with 2 pieces of tape, it says, so, which I'm not really surprised. But it is the origin of Flash retold. Last issue of Flash Comics from the Golden Age. So after this, they switched over to the showcase with the Barry Allen, I guess. And then they went into his own series, what 104? No, I'm sorry, 105 later. First appearance of rival Flash, Dr. Clarice. Joe Kubert art. Pretty cool. So yeah, I'm happy to be an owner of this book. This book is really, really rare. Just try to search for it on eBay or anything. Not too many of them out there that I can find before. This is the one I was very disappointed in at myself for doing this. And I'll tell you about the irony of this book. If you guys watched my last video, I talked about how this is great, how this is ironic. I'll tell you why after I show it to you. Amazing Spider-Man number 3. He came back at a 0.5, and you ask yourself, why? Oh, why? Because it is the 12th page is missing. Does not affect the story, and the cover is detached, which I knew. But why a 0.5? The 12th page is missing. Now, what makes that ironic is, well, I didn't pay attention. I should have searched through the book, but I trusted this guy that sold this to me. The guy is has always been pretty good about stuff. I bought this off a guy at the flea market that I buy books off of a lot of my key books stuff, older stuff. Um, uh, Maybe he didn't know. However, what makes this ironic is that I sold him books at the Boston Comic Con last year. I think 4 or 5 books, and he gave me like $700. Now, one of them, which was actually, you know what? The Silver Surfer #1. I sold to him, and it was a trimmed book. That one no. No, it was the Silver Surfer #4 I sold to him, and the bottom had been trimmed. Did not know it, had no idea. I had 2 copies of it. I decided to get rid of one of them, and it just happened to be the one I sold to him was trimmed on the bottom. So I ended up giving him money back, $100 back, and he's the one that sold me this book with the 12th page missing. I paid $300 for this book. Is $300? Is it worth a 0.5 for this book with a 12th page missing? I'm gonna have to talk to him and see what maybe we can do. I don't know. It is my own fault. I should have paid attention. This is the first appearance in Origin and Doc Ock. So I will be searching for another copy of this. And maybe someone's interested in buying a book with a page missing out of it. It doesn't affect the story. That's the big disappointment. So nothing else is really disappointing except for that one there. This one's nice. This is #4. 3.0. Completely happy with that. Pretty good. There is a little color discoloration down here, and of course there's a little bit of issues. First appearance of Sandman though. Pretty cool. Next one, Amazing Spider-Man #20. This one I'm a little bit surprised. I thought it might have been a little bit higher than this, maybe a 6, but 5.5. Amazing Spider-Man #20. Pretty good. I think I have another copy of this. No, I don't have another copy of this one. I have a couple copies of the Shocker, first Shocker. I think they might be getting graded. One of them at least. This one, I am disappointed because I thought it was a first print. Easy mistake to make, though, I guess. I realized that, knowing now that I looked at it, when I found out, I checked the grades online. I saw it was a second print. Actually, even before they graded them, they'd said second printing on it. And I looked it up, and there is a difference in the price. That's how you can tell. So this is Cherry Pop Tart #1. It's an 8.5. This is still worth some money. I only paid $50 for it, but even a second printing of this is still worth some money. And the way you tell is the price. That one says $2.50. The first printing is a $2 one. So I'm going to have to try to get a first printing. I looked at my comic shop. They have one that's graded. It's graded really high. I think it's a 9.8. They want $300 for it. I don't know if that's worth it, but I don't know. I'll have to see if it's worth getting. First appearance of Cherry Pop Tart in her own title. Last Gasp comic. This is from 1982. Second printing. I'm so happy with the second printing. I know $50 is worth more than $50 even as a second printing in that grade. So this one I'm happy with the grade also. I bought this off the guy. I bought this Spider-Man #3. I paid, I think $60. Yeah, it was only like $60, $50, $60. 9.2. DC Comic Presents, #47. This is the first appearance of He-Man, Battle Cat, and Skeletor in comics. Golden Age Sandman appearance, so pretty cool. I want to say that one too. It's another piece. It's my other original art piece I got. So let's say that to the end. This one's cool. Eternal Warriors #4. This is the first appearance of Bloodshot and Cameo, and first appearance of Immortal Enemy. You know what, the movie Bloodshot? I don't think that came out yet. I haven't been to see a movie in a long time. I'm going to try to see Star Wars this weekend though. I already know what happens, but see what the big hoopla is about with the people saying and that sucked and stuff like that. Okay, I did have one more that I'm disappointed in. I'm surprised that this was a lower grade. But this is a newsstand edition, so 252. I do have a 9.6 of this already, so not too bad, I guess. But this is a newsstand. I didn't have the newsstand edition. It's a 7.5. Amazing Spider-Man. 252. First appearance of Black Costume. Amazing Fantasy 15 cover swipe. And let me see who's on there. Okay. Yep. Bit disappointed, but whatever. Nice. Before Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan #1, the Adam Hughes cover, signed by Adam Hughes, 9.8. Very cool. Just a few more, guys. We at 40 minutes already, so it's been a long video. This was like a last minute thing. I just grabbed, so I'm not too unhappy with the grade. This is Astonishing X-Men 43, Arthur Adams. I just wanted him to sign something. I didn't really have anything handy, so I grabbed this off of one of the seller dealers there for like just a couple bucks. So 9.2. It's not bad for just a few bucks to have him sign. This one I was very disappointed in, actually. It said something about creases in the back. I do see a little bit, so maybe I can get it pressed. But this grade is 7.5. Now, however, it is pretty significant. This is first Adam Hughes professional work. And it's Eagle, number 6. I grabbed this off of, I think, I got it off of the guy Evan Leahy usually works with at the cons dealer. I think he had 2 of them. I just must have grabbed the the one that had a little problems on the back. But hey, first Adam Hughes work, he signed it on the page that he actually did. He did a pin-up inside. So he signed on the inside on that one. 14th page. This is the last book in here, and then I got 3 other books that I pulled aside to save to this is a very cool one. This is All New Wolverine #1. But this is the local comic book day variant, and this is the one that I won in raffle. They raffled this one off because they only got 1 per store, and I happened to win it. So 9.8 too came back at. Very, very happy. This is the first appearance of Laura Kinney, X-23, as Wolverine. So I don't know what that book is going for. I know at one point it was selling for like $300 or something like that. Just went unfocused. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so it's my thing is trying to refocus. There it goes. So yeah. Now the last couple books. These are the original art ones I had done. These are cheap ones. I only paid one. It's like $25. The other one was like $50. Yeah, I think it was $50. This one was $50. Very cool. This is the All New Wolverine #1. This is done by a girl named Colette Turner. Very good. She paid a little bit more money for her. She did it last minute also. She was the other one I grabbed, her and Stegman, at the last minute. I think I got some original art. So, I think she was 50. Pretty cool. She did a X-23 cover there. Just a pencil sketch. Now, the one I paid $25 for It's the cheapest sketch I had, art blank cover I had done. And it's probably my favorite. So this is a Detective Comics number 44, and she did Wonder Woman. Now this is a girl named Cherish Springer. She's just someone that decided to set up a table there where I think her boyfriend was sitting with her. Really young girl, like really young, like maybe high school or just out of high school. But she just decided to try to make a couple extra bucks, I guess, So she did this for me. Pretty cool, I think. So, $25, and I think she put more effort into it than the other people did. Look at that. Not bad. It's different. That's why I went to her. I saw her she had some artwork displayed, and I said that's kind of different. She used some different kind of like I don't know, markers, some of the like gold metallic markers too. Guys, let me know what you think. Was this which one do you like the best? This one, or this one, or the Stegman one. I'm not going to count the Stegman one now. But yeah. So last book, and then we're all done, guys. 47 books. You guys know what the back of that book is? Huh? Can you guess what that is? I would have to guess some kind of zombie book. And probably if it's a zombie book, it's probably going to be a Walking Dead book. But what Walking Dead book is it? Here's Negan. Walking Dead, here's Negan preview. This came in the 25th anniversary box, which it doesn't say anything about that on there. So that's the only way we can get it. There's only, I believe, 500 of these done, or maybe even less. I don't know. So this reprints Image Plus 1 to 6 stories, but very limited. I don't know what this is selling for, but it's probably worth a bit of money. I'm very happy to have this book, especially a 9.8. So that's it, guys. You think I'm never mind. Whatever. I'm not going to complain about anything anymore. I'm happy I got my books back. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy seeing the books. I enjoyed getting them back finally and having them. I got some cool stuff coming up. I'm going to be doing a video. Got some more statues and stuff like that, so keep an eye out for them. Let's end this video because it's a long ass video. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.